Hello everyone. Today's video is about cybercrime and cybersecurity. In this video, I have given more than 12 words for cybersecurity and around 25 to 26 words for cybercrime. There are also questions in writing skill as well as in speaking skill regarding this topic. Note down the words in your notebook also. Let's watch the video. Let's begin our video. Here we will start with the question, which is real question of your IELTS writing skills. Let's see the question. Many people today are worried about cybercrime such as hacking and identity theft. What problems does cybercrime cause, and what solution can you suggest for ordinary people and business to take? Give reasons for your answer and provide ideas and examples for your own experience. You should write at least 250 words and spend 40 minutes on this task. So basically you must be aware what kind of essay questions are there. In that, this is the question which is based on cybercrime and cybersecurity. Here in this video I have given lots of words. It is totally up to you which word you want to use. Many times it is happening that very common words people are using again and again, that words are not going to give you high band score. If you want to achieve 7 or above band, then you have to use uncommon words. So choice is your, which word is very comfortable for you to use. Here I am giving some speaking topics also. For example, your speaking skill question is like this: discuss or describe advantages or disadvantages of internet, or disadvantages of internet. Next question can be: what things we have to keep in mind while using internet or while doing net banking, online attending meetings, or using social media, or doing online transactions. Secondly, nowadays we are seeing that we work from home and we are taking online coaching and online classes and doing Zoom meetings. So there is the highlighted area that it might be possible that in future you will get the question based on these things. Okay, so you have to note down all the words, whatever words you are feeling comfortable and very handy to use, then use that words. Now let's begin our lesson related to cybersecurity. Now here are the words. Very first is cybercrime. Basically the crime which is happening through the cyber on internet, that is called as a cybercrime. The definition is like the crime that involves and uses computer devices and internet is known as cybercrime. Second, cyber cell. Cyber cell is a departmental body which looks into the matter related with cyber crimes. Cyber cells have been opened only to handle the issues of internet related criminal activities. नॉर्मल जो क्राइम होते हैं उसके लिए हम पुलिस के पास जाते हैं. जब ये इंटरनेट रिलेटेड जो क्राइम होता है उसके लिए हमें कंप्लेंट साइबर सेल में देनी पड़ती है. ओके. Next is IP address, an address that identifies the connection between your computer and the network provider. Your computer can have multiple IP addresses depending on the amount of the network it connects to, and vice versa. It can be happen that multiple computer connected with the one IP address. Okay. Next one is virus. Viruses are another form of malware that operates differently to worms. Here I have one word written, that is bug bounties. That is your task, that you have to find out the word meaning. Bug bounties. Bounty word I have already discussed in my previous video. You have to find out that video and go through it, or else you find out the meaning of this word and share in the comment section. Okay. Next word is worms. Worms are the form of malware that replicates themselves in order to spread to other computers. They can be programmed to damage software but are often designed only to spread and infect as many devices as possible. It also works like a virus. Next is data encryption. I think you have noticed that we have this type of notification when we use any messenger, WhatsApp messenger or Facebook you can see this type of information and notification. Okay, a way to secure private information by encoding it so no third party could watch or access it. To read the encoded file, you must decode it by using a decryption key. Next is firewall, a network security system that filters unsectioned incoming and outgoing traffic. Antivirus is also very common. Software that scans a device or network to detect security threats, alert you, and neutralize malicious code. Basically, we purchase or buy some software which are antivirus to protect our system and computers. Next is backup, a copy of physical or virtual data so in case they are being deleted or lost, user could easily recover it. Works as a part of a data loss prevention plan. Most of us all aware about it. I want to share one of my experience. Last year I have crashed some of my computers and I have lost around 11 GB data. My all the information, all the important notes which I have prepared, I have lost everything. So it is very good plan that you keep all the datas in your cloud or somewhere. Suppose if your important data is affected through the viruses, then you will not lose them. Next is cloud, computing resources that make it available to access your files and services through the internet from any point in the world. It is possible thanks to a network of computers that provide storage and computing capabilities by the request. Basically, nowadays we have the Google Drive, which is very common. Another is Microsoft Cloud is also there, that will give you 15 GB data storage capacity. Okay. Next is shoulder surfing. It involves the attacker watching the victim provide sensitive information, for example, over their shoulder. This type of attack might be familiar as it is often used to find out someone's PIN at a cash machine. Basically, we are having habit of doing shoulder surfing. हमारे बाजू में कोई बैठा हुआ होता है तो हम देखते हैं ऐसे झुक के कि वो क्या कर रहा है, या क्रॉस आइज से देखते हैं कि वो क्या कर रहा है, चैट कर रहा है या यूज़ कर रहा है, गेम खेल रहा है, वॉट एवर. तो उसको शोल्डर सर्फिंग कहते हैं कि किसी के कंधे के पास से आप उसको देख रहे हो कि वो क्या ऑपरेट कर रहा है. ठीक है. Next word is captchas. Captchas are very common when you are doing net banking or registering any important things or filling forms. That time they are asking to fill up the captchas. Captchas images भी हो सकते हैं, कभी numbers भी देते हैं, कभी alphabets भी होते हैं. So here I have provided you the full form of the कैप्चाज. कैप्चाज का फुल फॉर्म यहाँ पर मैंने दिया है, कंप्लीटली ऑटोमेटेड पब्लिक ट्यूरिंग टेस्ट टू टेल कंप्यूटर्स एंड ह्यूमंस अपार्ट. वो आइडेंटिफाई करता है कि हम रोबोट्स तो नहीं हैं. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज बायोमेट्रिक्स सिस्टम. Biometric system which use unique biological characteristics as authenticator. Here you have to find out कि most common biometric system कौन सी है. Basically 4 है. I have given you hint कि 4 हैं very common. You have to identify and mention them in the comment section. I am going to provide the answer in the description box later on. Okay. Now I have put one image over here just for your information and knowledge. Whenever you are doing any net banking or online shopping or anything, आप कोई भी लिंक पर क्लिक करके डायरेक्टली ओपन कर देते हैं. ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. यहाँ पर मैंने सिंबल दिखाया हुआ है लॉक. अगर वो वेबसाइट के बाजू में आपको लॉक दिखा रहा है देन इट इज़ वेरी सेफ टू यूज़. इट इज़ सिक्योर्ड साइट. अगर आप नेट बैंकिंग के थ्रू उसमें उस साइट पे कुछ परचेज कर रहे हो तो वो सेफ़ है. बट अगर आप कोई भी वेबसाइट ओपन करो और उसके बाजू में ये लॉक डिस्प्ले नहीं हो रहा है देन इट इज़ रिस्की टू यूज़ दैट वेबसाइट. ओके. एज सुन एज पॉसिबल उस वेबसाइट को आपको बंद कर देना चाहिए. वो आपके सिस्टम को डैमेज कर सकता है या फिर कोई हैकर्स भी उसको यूज़ कर रहा हो सकता है। ओके, तो आप ये लॉक सिस्टम से अपने आप को सेफ एंड सिक्योर बना सकते हैं। यू हैव टू नोटिस दिस थिंग्स वेरी सीरियसली, क्योंकि आजकल हमारे पास फालतू का टाइम बहुत है। एक दूसरे को बहुत सारी चीज़ें हम शेयर करते हैं और बहुत सारी चीज़ें शेयर होकर हमारे पास आती भी हैं, और बिना देखे हम किसी भी लिंक पे क्लिक करके कोई भी साइड पे चले जाते हैं। दैट टाइम हम बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्क ले रहे हैं, क्योंकि कोई भी लिंक सेफ है कि नहीं, एट द बिगिनिंग वी आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट इट। हमको पता नहीं चलता जब तक वो खुल नहीं जाती, और तब तक शायद से देर भी हो जाती है। सो किसी भी लिंक को ऐसे ही क्लिक करके ओपन करना इज़ वेरी डेंजरस। Up till now, whatever words we have discussed, those words can be utilized. What steps we have to take to prevent cybercrime? Okay, there you can mention that we have to use the biometric system, we have to fill the captchas properly, we have to avoid someone who is doing shoulder surfing, we have to save our data in the cloud, or we have to keep the backup files, we have to use good antivirus or firewalls, like that. Okay, so those words you can use for the steps to prevent the cybercrime. Now I'm going to discuss about types of cybercrime. Very first is computer fraud, which means intentional deception for personal gain via the use of computer system. कंप्यूटर सिस्टम्स के थ्रू वो फ्रॉड करते हैं, उसको कंप्यूटर फ्रॉड कहते हैं। सेकंड इज प्राइवेसी वायोलेशन. Privacy violation means exposing personal information such as email addresses, phone number, account detail, etc. on social media or websites. Okay? किसी की प्राइवेट और पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन को आप वायरल कर देते हो, उसको प्राइवेसी वायोलेशन कहते हैं। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट इज आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट. आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट मीन्स स्टीलिंग पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम समबडी एंड impersonate दैट पर्सन. बहुत सारे लोग चैटिंग एप्लीकेशन में और डेटिंग एप्लीकेशंस पे आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट करते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज sharing copyright files and information. This involves distributing copyright protected files such as e-books and computer programs, etc. जो actually we have to purchase and then we have to use. Instead of that, they have shared it free of cost by getting the information or like that. So it is also which are the copyrighted that we cannot share like this. Okay, next is electronic fund transfer. This involves gaining an unauthorized access to bank computer networks and making illegal fund transfer. Next is electronic money laundering. This involves the use of the computer laundered money. ATM fraud. It is also very common. This involves intercepting ATM cards details such as account number and PIN numbers. These details are then used to withdraw funds from the intercepted accounts. Next is spam. Sending unauthorized mails. These emails usually contain advertisements. Sometimes they are having some links which take you to the fraud website. Next is brute force attack, a method for cracking an account password when a hacker uses a cracking machine which can try multiple passwords until it gets the right one. Keylogger, software that secretly monitors and captures keystrokes users make, usually designed to steal credentials and sensitive data. आप एक बार उसके अंदर जो भी पासवर्ड डाल रहे हो तो वो उन लोगों को पता चल जाता है कि आपने कौन से अल्फ़ाबेट्स या कौन से नंबर्स यूज़ किए हैं. कैटफिशिंग, when someone uses a social network to create an account with a fake identity to deceive a concrete person. कैटफिशिंग ऐसे लोग मोस्टली करते हैं जिनको जो आपको फ्रॉड के थ्रू आपसे कुछ बेनिफिट्स लेना चाहते हैं. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि दे आर यूजिंग जस्ट फॉर फन, बट वो अपनी आइडेंटिटी छुपाते हैं. समटाइम्स इट हैपन दैट बॉयज़ होते हैं वो गर्ल का आईडी बनाते हैं, गर्ल्स होती हैं जो बॉयज़ का आईडी बनाते हैं, समटाइम्स ओल्डर पीपल हैविंग यंग पर्सन's आईडी, like that. Next is black hat hackers. Black hat hackers is a person who tries to break into a computer system by exploiting cybersecurity vulnerabilities. And white hat hackers, which is the opposite of it, is a cybersecurity expert who tests a system by running mock cyber attacks to discover potential security vulnerability. Both are different. Black hat hackers are the criminals and white hat hackers are the helpers kind of person. Next is clickjacking, a hacking attack that tricks victim into clicking on an unintended link or button, usually disguised as a harmless element. Sorry. हार्मलेस एलिमेंट मतलब आप जब कोई वेबसाइट के ऊपर कोई एडवर्टाइज देखते हैं, इमेज देखते हैं, तो उस टाइम पे यू फील दैट इट इज़ नॉट हार्मफुल एंड यू आर क्लिकिंग ऑन दैट, और एक्चुअल में वो हार्मफुल होता है, राइट? सो दैट इज़ नोन एज click jacking. Next is account hijacking, a type of identity theft when a hacker hacks and steals someone's account to perform malicious action. Last week my FB account was hacked और मेरे अकाउंट से बहुत सारे यूनिवर्सिटी के एडवर्टाइजमेंट हुए थे, एंड एनी हाउ वन ऑफ द माई स्टूडेंट्स हेल्प मी एंड आई हैव गेट recovered my account. So be careful, nowadays Facebook is not safe. Next is 0R attack and 17 is adware. These both words are very useful and new, and I want you to find out the meaning of these two. Okay, I'm going to give this meaning in the description box if you are unable to find out. Okay. Next is ransomware. Ransomware is a form of worm called the crypto worm. Trojans, those people who are playing games, they are much aware about these all words. Trojans are pieces of malware disguised as a legitimate software. Brute force attack. Brute force attack in which an attacker guesses password until they find the correct one. This might involve guessing a combination of characters or creating a list of passwords beginning with the most common. यहाँ पर वो लोग guess करते हैं. Next is blagging. In this type of attack, criminal invents a scenario in order to convince the victim to give them data or money. This attack often requires the attacker to maintain a conversation with the victim until they are persuaded to give some information which actually they are looking for. Okay. Next is phishing attacks. A phishing attack is an attack in which the victim receives an email disguised to look like it has come from a reputable source in order to trick them into giving up valuable data. A certain type of website which is very good and popular and we feel safe using that website, certain time it happens that they are using that name, but somewhere inside, maybe in the full stop or maybe in the later, they are having some kind of differentiation. It looks similar but not they are the same. Okay. Last one is the pharming attacks. A pharming attack is an attack in which malware redirects the victim to a malicious version of a website. The malware could infect the victim's computer or the DNS server. Then when the victim enters a web address into their browser, they visit a website controlled by the attacker rather than the legitimate website. The attacker can then collect any data that the victim input into the website. Links in phishing emails may also redirect victim to pharming website. Before 2 days, in my Facebook account, some of the universities, Sobhit University has put one link which is having the krishnaclasses.in, but actually when you click on that, they redirected to the Subodh University, which is not having anything related to me or my class. So this type of things happening online, so we have to be very careful. And this is the reason which when I have tried to convey you that you have to be very careful when you are using internet, online payment system, or online transaction, or transferring fund, or doing any kind of online thing. You have to be very careful about it. Okay, now I think you all understood the words and meanings, and these all words and vocabulary are very helpful to you in your writing and in your speaking skill. Sorry, today my video is not up to the level. I am having some health problem, and that is the reason I am unable to focus on the video. So sorry for that. I hope you like and enjoy the video. Please don't forget to press like button and share it. Thank you so much.